Have you ever felt uncomfortable when someone hugs or kisses you? What should I do in such an unpleasant situation? Check out the story below to see what you should do when you don't like other people touching you. Nam went to his grandparents' house to play, and his grandparents came to pick him up from the gate. Come here with your grandparents. You look like you've grown up. Then they hugged Nam tightly. Grandparents' arms are so warm. Nam performed songs and dances for his grandparents that he had just learned in kindergarten. Looking at Nam's vivaciousness, both grandparents were very happy. He just patted Nam's head and praised Nam. "Oh, your grandson is so good." She also patted Nam's back while smiling gently. Grandpa and Grandma's hands were so warm. At mealtime, Nam's aunt and uncle visited. As soon as he saw Nam, he immediately lifted him up high, saying, "Nam is coming to play. Let me see if you've weighed a bit." Then he picked Nam up and turned him around. Nam was delighted to see himself as if he was flying. At that moment, she walked over, sat down and rubbed Nam's butt, smiling and saying, "Look at your round butt, don't you like it?" Uncle also responded, just about to raise his hand to rub his butt and say, "Let me see." Seeing that, Nam frantically ran out the door, his face red from embarrassment. Everyone burst out laughing at him. Oh, he's embarrassed. So cute. Nam ran out into the yard, sat alone, and thought to himself, "I know you and your uncle find me cute, so I'm just joking, but somehow I still feel uncomfortable. And not just this time. The other day, when my friend Hung pulled down his pants to tease me, or when my friend Viet touched me, I felt uncomfortable. Once I pushed Ha's skirt up, she still cried, proving that Ha also doesn't like being touched by others." Nam continued to wonder, should I tell my aunt and uncle that I don't like it? Or should I avoid that aunt and uncle? As he was thinking, suddenly a bird flew to him and perched. Nam approached the bird, gently patted its head and whispered, "Oh, so beautiful." Nam immediately pouted, intending to give the bird a kiss. But the bird suddenly said, "Get away from me." Nam rolled his eyes in surprise. Unexpectedly, the bird not only knew how to speak but also expressed his attitude. The bird said, "If you kiss me, your saliva will stick to my feathers." "I don't like that." Nam immediately apologized to the bird. "I apologize to the baby bird." Again the bird said, "I always make it clear to others when I don't like something. That way people won't be able to act arbitrarily." Hearing the bird speak, Nam nodded. He seemed to have found the answer he was struggling with. After parting with the bird, Nam returned home. Worried grandparents asked, "Man, where have you been?" He stroked Nam's cheek and was about to give him a kiss. Nam felt uncomfortable again. He thought to himself, "What should I do now? I really don't like it at all." At that moment, Nam suddenly remembered the words of the bird and gathered up his courage and said, "I don't like people casually touching me or kissing me." Nam thinks that aunt and uncle will be sad to hear him say that, but she and her uncle smiled again. "I see. I understand." Sorry, Nam. Nam played with his aunt and uncle. So much fun. No one did anything to upset Nam. A few days later, it was time to go home. When Nam stepped out, the strange bird flew to him and whispered goodbye in his ear, then flew away. Nam told his parents about the bird and then came to the conclusion, from now on, if someone tries to touch me or hug me and I don't like it, I will tell them directly. Mom laughed and hugged Nam tightly, saying, "My son looks so grown up." Nam grinned and cooed, "But whenever I'm hugged by my mother, I love it."
The story ends here. What do we learn from the story? We all love it to be held by Grandma. So warm, so comforting. When he patted me on the head, I felt happy. When my uncle greeted me by lifting me up, I felt very excited. And in what situations do we say no? If you don't want to, you can say no. If you feel uncomfortable because someone touches you casually, you can say no. If you don't want someone to kiss you, you can say no. So, we can conclude, even relatives, such as friends or aunts, sometimes you will not like others to touch you. In that situation, say no. If the person likes you, they won't bother you anymore. Ah, one more curious thing. Sometimes you hear the phrase "like him." For example, sometimes he calls it out of his genitals and then he touches it. At that time, I felt very embarrassed and uncomfortable. What should I do now? Even if it's your beloved grandfather, if he's doing something you don't like, just tell him straight up, no way. Don't touch it, saying no to protect one's own body, not a sassy act. You will not be scolded. You have the right to refuse any kind of touch that makes you feel uncomfortable. Be brave enough to protect your own body. Talk to your parents to gain courage and confidence. Goodbye, friends.